up, Kevin? Oh, she out. Her mom's staying home today. Why is this thing so low? Oh, silly me. Why this thing so low? It's so low because I got the volume down low. Exactly. Use it every way. Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Morning Glow. Got a great broadcast lineup for you this morning. Looking forward to talking to each and every one of you and find out what y'all think. Okay, we got some stuff going on. Turning the volume off. There we go. We got a great broadcast going on this morning. I want to lean to my left, turn to my left, and say good morning to my brother from another mother. But we got the same father. This is Leonard. Sir Leonard. Good morning, sir. How you doing this morning?
Right. Doing all right. You made me laugh.
Hey, man, look at here. We got a good one today, man.
Do we?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got a good one today. Let me share this thing. And everybody, we got people already tuning in, already logged in. We definitely appreciate that. And good morning. Hold on. Let me turn my phone lines on. And I want to hear your opinion on this topic we got today, Anna. I want to hear your opinion. I just opened up the phone lines. The phone lines are open. I say the phone line, not the phone line, but the phone lines are open. 678-381-1973. 678-381-1973. The phone lines are open. Give us a call. And what we're talking about today, Leonard, it's a question. It's a question that we have. And I want to hear your heart on this right here, Leonard.
We got a question.
It's a question. Someone? It's a question. Yeah, we got a question. It's a question. Yet, look here. It's a statement question.
Okay.
It's a statement question.
There's no such thing.
Yeah, it's a statement question. Yeah, it is. I invented that, man. Come on now, work with me. It
must be a rhetorical question.
No. Because I want to answer to this one. No. And the question is, it's a simple question though. And I'm ask you the question just like this right here. If you see a person. If your mic is low?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How about that? There you go. You got something? You got something going there?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
With grease now.
You cook with can't fry that chicken with water. Can't fry water. But let me ask you, if you see somebody one day and they're dressed to the T.
Okay.
They're dressed to the T. Suit down, tie, everything is straight. Steve Harvey was dressed like.
Yeah.
Okay, like on a Family Feud. Okay. And then you see, and y'all interacting everything, and then you go about your business, and then you see them a month later, and they dress like they just stepped out of a homeless carousel. Do you treat them differently?
No.
Not personalized. Now we're not gonna personalize this,
right?
But do most people treat them differently? Do people treat you differently based on the way that you're dressed?
It depends. It really depends because I'm like that. Some people know me strictly corporate.
Yeah.
Blaze a tie.
Yeah.
I used to do that. That's what I used to do. And then you may see me walking around in the street in a jogging suit, chill.
Yeah.
I'm usually wearing my kufi or something like that, and I'm dressed down.
Okay.
But it's just different. Now, it's different if some other signs there that would make you aware of something, but not just dress. Because you got raggedy clothes that cost money.
Yeah.
They look. Some of these young folks look terrible. But them clothes cost money.
Yeah, exactly. I see a lot of them rapper guys when I see them on video, when I see them not on commercials and stuff like that, or not commercials, when I see them on TV, and you look at some of the stuff they have on, you would say, man, huh? But then when they break it down, these shoes cost me $700.
Exactly. So you never know what that situation Maybe. Now, I think that some people do treat people that are dirty different. You know, if you don't have it, if there's no
your hygiene
explanation.
If your hygienes are not good.
Well, not just that. There is a difference. You know, like you say, I always joke. My thing is, I hate dirty shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't like dirty shirts.
What about the pants?
Well, I mean, just dirty shirts bother me. You know, dirty T-shirts.
Okay.
But if you do work, like I've done work before, and the T-shirt, why would you go out and buy brand new T-shirts? After a time, that T-shirt, you can't get it clean no more.
Can't get it clean
now,
no more.
it may be clean, but you can't get the stains out.
Some things are set in. Yeah.
So that's a little different than, you know, when you're out serving and, you know, there's an obvious smell to someone. You know, it's not like the hair may be all messed up. And you may look like their face have not been washed. Things like that. Those are extreme differences other than just dress.
Okay.
So I don't get involved with the fashion part. You know, oh, you shouldn't sag your pants or what? So what? Who cares?
A lot of people have issues with that sagging pants.
Yeah, they have a problem with it because black people do it. See, there wasn't no rules against it when white folks was doing it.
The way I see it now.
Because I've seen a lot of white folks do it now.
Yeah,
but white folks do it fashionably now. Because they're kids. Their kids dress. They're in the hip hop. So this is the way they dress. But there was a lot of times when one, for lack of a better, I mean,
come on,
they ain't had no butt to hold your pants up, so you're as flat as hell, flat.
Hey, hold on. Hey, over there, did y'all get it? That's a new word.
And it wasn't nothing for somebody.
Hold on, that's a new word. Y'all get the word? Hey, he just dropped one. Did y'all hear that? Okay, y'all put that on the list. Okay, there you go.
Especially guys that be working and stuff like that, man. You know, you always used to see their pants sagging, and they have to pull them up. You know, all the time. They have to constantly pull their pants up if their belt don't work or whatever.
But that's true, and we got to go to the call in just one second. Women don't be sagging, do they?
Women's style was to sag. I don't know if they still do it, where so you could see the fact that they had a thong on.
Yeah,
that's where the whole low-rise jean thing came from, and all that type of crap. So it's the fashion part. You know, this ain't no big deal to me. But when
fashion ain't always fashion, man.
Yes, it is. It's always fashion.
Fashion ain't always fashion. Because something that you walking around with your. It's called underwear.
It's all fashion.
It's called underwear, and it need to be worn under something. It's called underwear. So if it's underwear, you know, you wear that under something, and you don't need to be. I don't want to see it.
See their underwear.
I don't want to see it
because they're those type of people.
Oh Lord, see now it's just a whole different conversation. See?
Well, I know it, but it is what it is.
Are
bras underwear?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, so why do we have a tendency to see people just wearing bras?
They do it. But then again, like I say again, it's called underwear, and I don't want to see it. Good morning.
Sure, you don't, right?
Oh Lord, it should not. People do. Okay, and we got a lot of comments going on. Give us a call on the comments. I definitely love the comments, but give us a call 678-381-1973. 678-381-1973. Let me know what's on your heart. Do the way that a person dressed, does that affect the way that people treat them? Do they treat them differently if they dress in a suit? If they dress in a suit, or if they dress in old dirty jeans?
As a police officer.
Yeah, that's terrible too.
You know, I mean, certain times it's okay. But looking down on people because of how they dress, now that's different.
That's different. Yeah, that's a whole different conversation. We got a caller. What's your name and where you calling from?
Is that me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry. Good morning, y'all. How y'all doing?
Hey, doing well. Who am I talking to this morning?
This is Anna. Good morning.
Anna! And I need to ask you the question, Anna. Do the way and we're not gonna personalize or you can if you want to. It's up to you. But do the way a person dress affect how you treat them?
So, unfortunately, in my opinion, yes. And I'll give you guys an example. I love clothes. Okay, that's my thing. I like to dress up all the time. For some reason, people think I have all this money. That's That's not like that. I just like to look good, you know. I'm one of these that I'll go to the clearance rack and give me a few outfits just because I like to make my money last. See what I'm saying? So, yeah, people, I think, assume, and something that Leonard said, I've even seen it in the church, where people see somebody who's not clean, and I guess not to what their other people's standards would be, and they treat them different, you know? That's not me. I'm going to give you a bigger hug. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you're going through something right now, and a lot of times in those situations, it's mental issues, etc., you know, and you've got to be compassionate about things like that, because you don't ever know. That may be you, you know, so... But in my case, it's the opposite. People just assume. I'm like, well, who said I had
exactly.
this or that, you know? I just like to go to the clearance rack. But, hey, that's me, you know. But I like to dress up. I have a closet full of clothes, but that's, you know, like I said, that's just me. But, again, I go to the clearance rack, so I can't speak for everybody else. You know, they'll automatically assume things that aren't true.
Exactly.
But yes, I believe people do that all the time.
And see, and that's very unfortunate that they do that, because, you know, you never know what a person's situation is. A person's situation could be, whereas, you know, they may just be between, and they don't have what Leonard. I'm afraid to go to Leonard right now, because he's cheesing like a chess kid, and I'm wondering what's. It was just funny. And let me ask you a question though. Did I hear you say that people might be just crazy? Okay. That laughter answered it for me. Okay, we got another caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello, Morning Glow. How you doing? This is Greg Giles with New Order.
Greg, what's going on, sir? How you doing this morning?
Good morning, everybody. Hey, I just wanted to chime in on this conversation because it's a hot topic, man, and it's one that I really discuss on a regular basis, almost like every day, about whether the way somebody dresses affect the way you treat them. And I'm definitely going to have to say yes. It depends on the circumstances, because of the fact that, you know, if somebody is actually doing something in a disrespectful manner, and they know that it's disrespectful, but like Leonard said, it's a fashion trend that they're doing now, and they think it's cool to do it, and they think that you're stupid if you're not doing it. But, you know, to me, that's just totally disrespectful. That's just like with the Lizzo situation, how she's getting out there showing her body, because, you know what I'm saying, and I tell people I love her music, but I lost respect for her when she started taking off her clothes, thinking that she has to show her body to get more attention, to get more money. But then again, on what Anna commented on, if there's a situation in your finances where you might not be able to buy a belt, if you look like you're homeless or something like that, I'm going to stop and help you out. Or if I see that you might just be in need and you can't help the way you dress, I'm not going to treat you like, you know, a second-class citizen. I'm still going to treat you respectful, like my mother taught me, you know. But it's like, you know, I just can't. I don't put up or tolerate with the disrespectfulness. Even, you know, when I see grown men doing it, you know, that are like 40 and 50 years old, walking into a store with their pants like almost to their knees and stuff like that. That's crazy. That's totally disrespectful. And I look at them like, hey, buddy, really? You know what I'm saying? You're a grown man. Really? Are you just going to walk around the store with your butt hanging out like that? To me, I look at it like it's advertising.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to put on display, you're advertising. You want people to come and get it, right? Or you trying to sell it. That's like how I look at it, you know. But, you know, I might, you know, that's just another black man's perspective. But, you know, everybody has their own take on what, you know, what that situation is.
And see, I mean, where I'm sitting, I don't think you're too far off base when you say that, man. Because what other reason would you want somebody to see your underwear?
I don't look at it as negative at all.
How do you look at it?
I look at it for what it really is, and then I let people interpret it to me what they're trying to do. So why I laughed about it is because I don't have a negative connotation with it.
Okay.
It's simply what someone is choosing to do and how they're choosing to present themselves.
See, and from what I think, from where you're coming from, you coming from, like we said earlier, the fashion part of it, and how this is a fashion trend,
Not so much
and a lot of people are
as fashion.
Is it fashion?
But rational. point of view. I don't assume, like, say, for instance, I love what Anna said, and that's what made me start laughing in the beginning, is because when she said, I may give that person an extra hug.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes if men see a woman dressed a certain way, she gets an extra hug. So it's not always something that you looking
So it's a
down
double
on.
It's a double standard. It could be a double standard.
I mean, if you want to call it double standard, that's what people usually call them. But it's only a double standard when you're judging. So it's not to judge. It's just how you present yourself is how I'm going to take you.
Okay.
So like when one of my pet peeves.
So hold on, let's stay right there for a minute. And I just missed the call, so I'm gonna call you right back, caller. I just missed the call. I apologize for that. I'm definitely gonna call you right back right now. But listen, my thing is, you say the extra hug thing.
Yeah. I'm just saying. You mean, why wouldn't you look at it that way as well? It's not that I don't look at it. I look at it always. What is it? Why is it?
So, Leonard, if an individual came to you and they were not dressed very well, the clothes was like they've been worn a week. They've been worn a week, but you have a conversation with that person and they're so intellectual.
I'm around a lot of people like that.
Yeah, and does that not you? We're not gonna personalize this thing. But do you think a person would take the time to understand that this person maybe is just in a bad situation, but they're a very intelligent, smart person that could really do something, be a benefit for the community or whatever we're trying to do, and give them a job?
Man, you stuck a whole lot. You put employment in there and
Come on.
everything.
Hey,
and all
let's
this
do it.
blah, 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 blah.
Let's do it.
But like I said, it's an appropriate time to do things. And that part is, of course, if you're going to an interview, there's a certain way you dress.
But if you don't have it, if you don't have the clothes to do so, then you have to go with what you have. Like
Well,
what's that movie with Jamie Foxx? Where he had
the happiness guy.
Yeah.
The pursuit of happiness.
Yeah, pursuit of happiness. Yeah.
Right.
He had to go to the interview with what he had.
Right, and sometimes you have to do that, but we have to really set some boundaries.
Yes, absolutely.
And I mean, just for the conversation, as far as what type of dressing are you talking about? Are you talking about some type of dress that has a connotation of a person being poor or something like that?
Well, it could be, but I think what I'm talking about is the person
because wealthy people don't spend a lot of money on their clothes.
They
either.
don't. They don't because there's no value.
A lot of them don't.
There's no value in that.
But a lot of people like to look good. Like a lot of my brothers and sisters like to really look good.
Fake it till you make it mentality.
Just looking good.
Nah, they trying to fake it till they make it.
You may see me with a $1,000 ring on and a $4 shirt. Because I felt like wearing the ring that day.
And with that $4 shirt.
With that $4 shirt. Because I felt
hold on. Now, did you say 4?
F-O.
Oh, you said 4. Okay. I just want to make sure I heard you right now. Okay, that $4 shirt. $4 shirt. Okay.
This is I understand where you coming from. You coming from the popular narrative about dressing and things like that, and the things that the church have used always as teaching tools, especially because of the connotation of the poor man that came into the
church. Yeah, exactly.
And so I understand that point of view, but I think we have to get beyond it. It's a difference between judging someone based on what they wear.
But that's what they do, though. But that's what they do. That's what they do. And I understand what you're saying, and I agree with that, and we definitely have to get past that, but Leonard, they're judging them. When you look at somebody and you look down at somebody because of the fact that they're not dressed the way that you think they should be dressed or whatever.
And y'all people that do that, call in and let us know, because I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know.
As a matter of fact, we do have another call. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's going on? This Flipper, man. What's going on?
Mr. Flipper, what's going on, sir? How you doing this morning?
I'm all right.
Good deal. Mr. Flipper, do you think the way one dresses changed the way somebody treats them? If they dress like they are a millionaire, or if they dress like they just don't have it, they just don't care or whatever. Do you think that changed the way a person treat an individual?
I mean, it's crazy you talk about it. I had a conversation all the time, but I mean, it's crazy how many millionaires we walk past every day don't even know it.
Come on, Mr. Flipper. Go ahead. Yes, sir. You own something now. Go ahead.
I mean, it could be all the time. I walk past, they might have a $5 shirt on, like you said, with a $10 pair of shoes, but got $1 million in his pocket. Don't even know it.
Don't even know it.
Exactly.
Don't even know it, man. Because I dress normal. I don't do the fashion, but I don't believe in the fashion. Because you take that logo off that shirt, it has no value.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
I don't even buy stuff regular price.
No.
So I never.
I don't either.
Hey, Leonard. My wife won't let me.
I used to work in a department store. I used to be a junior merchandiser in a department store. So I never buy nothing.
You better go to that clearance.
Regular price.
My wife.
Oh yeah. Like right now, I go clear, man.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I was in Plato's Closet yesterday. I was just amazed at all the nice stuff they have in there. I've never been in there before.
Yeah.
Man, look here. My wife tell me when we go to a store, let's start back in the clearance first. Let's start in the clearance first. I said, wait a minute, baby, hold on. That ain't in style.
See that 80% off.
Exactly.
But seriously, and I want people to call in.
Yeah.
Talk about it if this is still an issue, because with forward progressive people, this is not much of an issue. And I say that this way. I've been treated worse by people with $1,000 suits on.
Yes, sir.
Than poor people in the street.
Come on.
So I have a tendency to go back and to understand, but I'm different.
Yeah.
There may be other different people out there. You can dress how you want, as long, like say for instance, if you don't come nowhere butt naked.
Yeah.
If it ain't a butt naked party.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on. Say it.
So being appropriately dressed is different. Even like the question that you posed, like when Greg was commenting, that connotation that someone is less than because of how they're dressed is a very negative concept.
It can be a cancer.
I mean, it is.
It can be. I'm not gonna say it is, but it can be a cancer, and if it's not treated accordingly, then it's going to grow into be absolutely being that. Greg, what's on your heart? And everybody, mute your line. I got some background noise coming from somebody's line. Mute your line for me, everybody, till I call on you. So appreciate that. Very good. Greg, what's on your heart? And Anna, coming to you next.
Hey, man. I wanted to ask Leonard a question. Yeah. Hey, what about if you're out with your daughter? And you're standing in a line with your daughter, your little daughter, and there's a young man in front of you with his pants all the way down. How do you react to that? Do you just let your daughter see that, or do you cover her eyes, or do you get into another line? And and how do you think this affects the kids? You know what I'm saying? It seems like they end up, getting to me a negative connotation of what. Of people that it's okay for people just to go out and show their bodies. I think that's why a lot of the young girls are showing their bodies now. It's like, every time you look up, somebody's taking off their clothes, or women doing things to get attention, or, how does it, even on the flip side, how does that affect our little boys, when they don't see, nicely dressed little girls being little girls, that they see these girls out here, showing their bodies and taking things off, or having these jeans on, that are really not jeans. They're just holes cut all in them, that's showing their lace, their butt, and everything else. How do you think that is affecting our children?
Good deal. Go ahead.
Well, basically, it depends on how the child reacts to it, because it may not mean nothing at all to the child. Now, I'm not going to project how I feel about it.
They could be immune to it. You saying the child could have become immune to it?
The child does not put it with a sexual connotation or anything.
Yeah.
Usually. But what I tell my sons is we don't do that.
Yeah.
We don't do that.
Yeah.
You're not going to do that. Because one, it's inappropriate. And to advertise that is mean what you're selling.
Yeah. Come on.
Okay. So I am very crude about it. And things like that when it comes to it. Even with women. Women have been the biggest exhibits for a lifetime when it comes to being revealing.
Okay.
This was not a male thing, unless you were an athlete of some type or something like that.
So are you saying the women bought into it?
No, I'm not saying the women bought into it. Women readily do it, and and the root that they do it is for attention. That's why everybody is doing it. It's for attention. And whatever type of attention that you draw to yourself, you need to be prepared for that. Like I said, you like to fish.
Yeah.
We like to fish.
Yeah, exactly.
We put a certain bait on the line because we're expecting to get a certain type of fish.
Come on. That's it.
So if you put that out there, understand, everything going to try to bite it.
Yes, sir.
And you may not want it. So you have to be very careful about it. But women on this issue are far more exploitive than men have ever been. Women walk around half naked a lot. when women want to express themselves, one of the first things that they do, a lot of them, is get naked. When they want attention, even in a protest.
Hold on. It depends on how large of a brush that you're painting, because I know a lot of ladies, and no. I know a lot of ladies that have so much respect for themselves that they will not go out there and present themselves in that way. And so I don't want to get on here and have my sister think that will in any way at all bashing them, because like I said
I'm
again,
not bashing. I'm just pointing. It's an
observation. It's an observation for where you are, and I can respect that, because everybody have
a tight skirt and a loose one.
Exactly, but my thing is this right here, though. My thing is, and that's true, but my thing is this right here. I don't want my sister, because there's a lot of sisters out there that walk around with great respect, and I have high respect for them. Anna is one of them. I respect that sister, man.
Right.
Because she's not going to come and present herself in a certain way, because she respects herself, her family, and the community. And so she's not going to do that, because I can say that because I know she's on the line and I know her. She's not gonna do that, and I have great respect for her. But you have some ladies that walk around, they forget that their clothes got.
They do it for a purpose.
There you go.
I've been in even corporate America. You know, we have this issue with a lot of sexual harassment and things like that. But women have sexually harassed me.
Yeah.
In corporate America.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And a woman knows that a lot of times that cleavage gonna be a little bit more out when it's performance review time,
and they're gonna lean towards you a little closer.
Yeah. You know that sometimes that perfume change.
Yes, sir.
So you name it, everybody's always in on it, whether they want to admit it or not. And I don't believe that there's anything wrong with it. What I do have a problem with is when you deny it and act
please
as
leave
if
your
it's not
message
there.
for.
When women act as if they are not doing these things to get attention. That's my only problem I have with it. Even protests. I look at women who protest using nudity. Now, that's extreme to me.
Yeah, it is.
But you can't offend me as a real man by being naked.
Okay.
As a woman, you can't offend me. So if it's just
you say cannot.
No.
Okay.
No,
hold on. Let's stay right there, because we got a couple of callers. I want to get to these callers as well. We have Jamie. I think that's Jamie. We have Jamie. Jamie, good morning. How you doing, sir?
Greetings, sir. Peace and blessings be unto you. I am on the rise.
Yes, sir. And what we're talking about this morning. Go ahead, Jamie. Finish it, man. Say it again.
No, I said I am on the rise. That says it all. You asked me how I was doing.
There you go. But listen, we're talking about now, do the way one dresses changes the way you look at them or the way that you treat them, Jamie? What do you say to that? We got another caller. We're going to go to the call in just 1 second. What's on your heart, Jamie?
You know, as I got the text from him and I saw the topic, this is a question we'll probably address superficial. That was my thought. Brother Leonard was right. I didn't hear all of what he said. He was right on it. And I'm going to put a spin on it, Raheem. I've gotten to the point in life where I look at clothes as wearing people. When I see something sexy walk by and I see this person that I know and their behavior is such that they know they're looking good now, I don't look at them as wearing a garment. I look at the garment as wearing them, because it's something superficial that's caused, I guess you might say, a change in the way this person carries themselves. And most would argue that. But think about on Saturday night when people get ready to go out.
Yes,
when people do put on the cologne, when they do dress up a certain way, they get a whole new persona about themselves. So when it comes down to dress, I think that it does alter a person's ego. It alters a person's character. And depending on what it is they're putting on, you're going to get a different person.
Well, see, my thing is this right here, and I was told this as a young man. If you dress good and you put on some nice clothes and you look at yourself, you feel better about yourself.
Usually.
Yeah, and so is that a bad thing though?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I would question whether or not if you only felt good when you dressed, or if when you took the clothes off,
you fell
into some type of funk or something like that.
Yeah.
But other than that, no, it's all vanity anyway. So it's okay to look good and things like that. It's just that if there is an underlying issue that is causing you a problem, that's the problem.
That's what the problem is.
But if it's not, it's great to dress up. It's great to have a good time, look good, smell good. The pleasure of being a human being is that. Being able to do that. Look at the you may see incredibly beautiful flowers.
Yes.
To sit back and act like it don't exist is ignorant.
Mm-hmm.
I love the way Jamie said it. When I see something sexy, walk by.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not gonna pretend I don't see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
ain't blind.
understand?
You ain't blind.
No, I'm not blind, and I don't, and you shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
And you shouldn't get to the point where you hate to see somebody looking good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
This is Leonard Topic today, but Leonard is on us here, boy.
It's because people always, I'm sick of the pretending of it. The pretending of it is what bothers me, especially as it relates to using it as a defense or an offense.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like say for instance, Greg brought up Lizzo.
Mm-hmm.
I love Lizzo.
Mm-hmm.
I love her confidence about herself. She's extremely talented.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some of the things she do is inappropriate.
Yes, sir.
Now,
hold on, Leonard. Everybody mute your line. We got a lot of background noise going on in the background. Mute your line for me. Feel like somebody packing or something.
And so when she's on stage, go at it. Do it. Do everything you want to do because that's your show.
Yeah.
That's why they come to see it. But now, if you walk through the grocery store bending all over, they ain't got no pants on or something like that, that's inappropriate.
Yes, it is. For everybody around.
Right, that's inappropriate.
Yeah.
And we see a lot of, and I'm going to stick with females, but men have caught up now. Have caught up now. Some things are going to cause you issues. You can't dress like a fool and then expect somebody to assume something different.
Come on.
It's no coincidence that half the people that you see locked up and in jail or what have you for a certain issue have the same marks on their body. The same tattoos on their body and everything, but you want me not to judge a book by its cover. But, okay, I'm going to let you open the book and explain this to me.
Exactly.
Because I know what it's for. I know why you're wearing it. So now you explain to me why that tattoo you have on don't mean what it always has meant.
Exactly. How did it change?
You marked yourself like this for a reason.
How did it change when it got on your body? How did it change?
Exactly.
How did
what
it change?
changed it
Yeah, exactly.
now that it's on your body?
Let me do this. We got another caller. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Good morning. This is Annie from Mississippi.
Annie! Good morning, Annie. Good morning. How you doing today?
And how are you?
I'm doing good. And wait, hold on now. Where your pepper at now? You can't come unless you got your pepper with you.
Wait. Hold on. It's Thursday.
It's Thursday.
How are you doing today, Annie?
Oh.
Annie, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
How did things go yesterday?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh, well, see, I didn't go. I was Tuesday, actually. I didn't go Wednesday, but she was at work.
I just wanted to check.
And my son has a plane ticket to leave on the 16th. So I'm okay. I talked to him on the phone, and my daughter talked to him, so wonderful. I'm okay. I'm okay with it as long as he's leaving on the 16th. It's all good.
So basically, what I'm hearing you say, you don't need bail money. You don't need any bail money right now. Is what I'm hearing you say. You don't need no bail money.
I don't need no bail money right now. As long as he's leaving, it's all good. But he got to leave. I told him, don't ever let no woman, just sit you down and buy you stuff. I didn't raise him like that. You buy your own clothes. You buy your own stuff.
Exactly. Let me see. Now, we got a topic today, and what we're talking about today is do the way one dresses changes the way a person treats them?
Okay, I'm going to talk about this one thing, and this is my pet peeve right here, something that I don't like, and especially I've only seen it with black women, and I'm not trying to put anything out there, but the thing that I don't like is those things on your head in the store, in the grocery store,
the bonnets,
and those sleepwear pajamas that you wear. Those things are not appropriate. Those things are for bed. So when you get out of bed and when you crank up your car, those things should be at home and not should be on your body. Coming to the store, those things on your head, and you walking like you got a nice 3-piece suit on or something. That's what I cannot stand. And when I see you in that, my respect level go upside down right then because
you didn't even take
time to treat yourself right this morning. And those bonnets, those things are made to cover your hair at night, not to cover your hair all day. That's not a cap, that's a bonnet. And those pajamas that they wear around, that's sleepwear. So how can a person really
Jesus.
respect you, even though you could be the sweetest person, the smartest person in the world? How can I really respect you when I'm looking at you like this right here? So to me, that is a no-no.
Wow.
So funny.
Now, what do they call it? What do they call them? Spandexes? They call them spandexes or?
Some spandex, some leggings, some yoga pants.
Are they for everybody?
Yeah, they got them. I mean, hey, people gonna do what they want to do.
Is a sundress for everybody?
What?
A sundress.
I love sundresses.
Are they
That's
for
one of my
everybody?
favorite
Are they
sundresses.
for everybody?
I mean, it just depends on how you wear it.
Oh Lord.
I mean, it really depends on how you wear it, dude.
Okay, hold on.
You sit here acting like people shouldn't wear this. I'm just there's appropriate size. You know, if you're talking about sizes, you should wear your appropriate size.
Okay.
If it say one
Okay.
size fit all,
One size don't fit all.
I mean,
One
sometimes
size
that's
don't fit
what
all.
they say. One
One
fit
size don't fit all. I can't.
What?
Look here. One size don't fit all.
And I say that's funny. It makes me laugh because the Walmart
I got somebody on the line right now that's gonna
at
correct.
night
Oh,
is
I got somebody.
hilarious.
Look here. I got somebody on the line right now that's gonna clean this whole thing up for us.
Come on, lad, clean it up.
Yeah, that's who it is. Look here.
The cleanup man is Lab.
I think what's the name is here today. I know that he gonna clean this thing up. My brother from another mother, but we got the same father. This is Big Daddy Laugh a Lot. Good morning, sir. How you doing this morning?
What's up, man?
What's going on with you, man? Look at we asking the question, and I wanted you to. I had you on for a minute. 'Cause I want you to hear what was being said, and now I'm gonna come to clean this thing up, man. What's really going on?
Let them people walk around here and look crazy if they want to. Because I won't talk about it regardless of them. They leave them posts out. That's what you do. I'm telling you, I don't care if you got on a suit, you don't say it too tight,
Anything.
or whatever. People gonna always have something to say regardless of whatever you do. They gonna have something to say.
But Laugh, you know them buttons. Sometimes them buttons gonna give up though. Sometimes them buttons they holding on longer.
But you know, I'm telling you though, my clothes been having a restraining order against me for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Lord, my Jesus.
Matter of fact, I got a shirt down at the police department right now saying if I put them on one more time, I'm going straight to jail. I said if I get within 50 feet of that shirt, I'm going to jail. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? I've been a plus size brother all my life, but I got the cover. You know what I'm saying? I don't do the sagging. None of that there, because I'm telling him I be sagging. I'm going to tell you something. It's going to be a sad day wherever I'm at. So, you know what I'm saying? So I try to make sure I'm covered up all the way. So I'm covered up like an Iranian monk. You hear me?
Lord. Hey,
I got my neck and everything covered up. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get it there. But you know what, though? I'm going to tell you what's inappropriate, though. When you exploit yourself for personal gain.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know, your intelligence out there to get you where you need to go. You know what I'm saying? But you know, just like I heard a gentleman say something about, you know, the women, you know, putting on, you know, a little extra cleavage when they're trying to, you know, impress people. They get in there and lean over a little closer and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what get me? I don't care how good you look. If your breath stinks, you gotta go on back to bed. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Yeah, that's a turn off me now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You put nothing in your mouth now. Your breath up there speaking like Bruce Lee at a karate movie. I can't deal with it. You know what I'm saying? I can't deal with it.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
I thought it was a Chinese takeout, though. I thought it was a Chinese takeout. I was going to order shrimp fried right there. I said it's shrimp fried right then. I heard all the people talking. I said, this ain't Chinese place.
This ain't the Chinese place. Hey,
Yeah,
Laugh.
this ain't the Chinese place.
Let me ask you a question. Laugh.
What's that?
You know what month this is, don't you?
Oh, that's January.
No, but
January 18th. I'm coming to Atlanta to cut straight. I'm coming a little bit down there to cut straight up.
come on now.
I'm coming to cut straight up down a little bit. I'm coming at little bit ain't gonna be little bit no more. It's gonna be Big Daddy Little Bird.
Big Daddy Little Bird.
I'm coming down. Yeah. We come down to cut straight up.
He can do it.
If anybody in the Atlanta area, Decatur, Georgia, y'all need to be making your way. What address is, Rocky?
4250 Stone Mountain Highway, Learburn, Georgia. 4250 Stone Mountain Highway, Learburn, Georgia. They can actually.
Man,
they can actually go to the DKM Radio, and there's information right there on the homepage. They can definitely go there and see the information on there as well. But 4250 Stone Mountain Highway, Lilburn, Georgia.
I came off tour to come down there. You know what I'm saying? I came off tour.
Yes, sir.
To make sure that I come and support my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I'm coming down there. We're coming down there, man. So you're doing a lot of great stuff, man. You know, a lot of great people talking about it. They say you're doing a lot of good stuff for the kids and stuff,
yes,
man, with these book bags. Take care of them, looking out for the family, man. You know me. God continue to bless you, man. But I'm telling you, man, you got a blessing with your name on it,
yes,
brother.
sir. Appreciate it. I'm seeking I get Anna from Mississippi to come on up here on that weekend.
Man, Anna ain't coming nowhere. We supposed to be going to Mississippi to do something, and Anna don't told me what money was for the last 4 years. Everybody fooling with Anna.
And the defenders.
But this your lucky year, though. This your lucky year right here. I'm telling you. This gonna be the year that everything goes.
Lord. Anna make a fashion statement. Look here. Anna will make a fashion statement. Be up this job as a hospital carpet. Be clean as hospital carpet. Just old and got big hats on her head.
Come on.
Stand up in $1 million mansions and everything. And she can't even take us to Mississippi. And let her come down there. They told her to come. You say, hush, man, Anna.
Look, just stop talking. Look, just stop talking. Just stop. Look, just look at her and say, just stop
talking.
Guess
what month this is? You know what month this is, lad? It's been telling me for the last 4 years. Guess what month this is? I mean, just for the last 4 years, what month this is?
And this year right here is going to be your year of manifestation. It's going to be the year. Everything's going to happen right here. So hold on.
Lord, my Jesus. Hey, hold on. Let me go to Anna. Are you there? Anna, save me, Anna. Anna, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, Anna. Hey, Anna.
Hey, how are you? I found her on Facebook, and she is just
beautiful
inside out and listen to her prayers.
You know what month this is? You know what month this is, though?
Lord.
Hey, look here, she got a tag team part of that. It's a tag team going on, Laugh. You better be careful, but I got your back, brother. I ain't gonna let them treat you any kind of way now. I'm not gonna just let them treat you any kind of way like they want to treat you.
Let me tell you something right here. You know me. You know I'm not scared. You know, Anna already know what time it is. Anna already know.
Okay, so now Annie already knows. So now you gotta let Anna know, cause Annie knows. So now you gotta let Anna know. What is it?
Well, if she need to be informed on what's taking place, you know, she definitely can get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't discriminate. I don't discriminate. None.
Exactly. But Anna, what's on your heart? Talk to me.
Okay, a few things. What you said, my God, Leonard, you have me laughing about a raise coming up and the perfume and I'm like, okay, I would never do that. I guess I wouldn't get the raise, but that's...
And hold on one second. Everybody mute your line, because we got some background noise coming on. I want to make sure everybody can hear what's being said. Mute your lines for me until I call on you. Go ahead, Anna. Sorry about that.
So Leonard had me laughing with that. Then, I was thinking as you guys were talking about this and women exposing their body more, back in the 80s and 90s, really the women that were in the hip-hop world, and I just speak for hip-hop because that was my favorite music, what they call the old school now. Back then, women didn't do that. I remember with TLC and them, they made a big deal because they overdressed themselves because, I believe it was a safe sex style that they had going on, and that wasn't good enough for them or for the public at that time. So them as celebrities had to change their whole dress appearance. Dress apparel. And then I was thinking, I'm not sure who that was. I didn't get his name. But to me, more disrespectful, I agree with him, than anything else is a person not brushing their teeth, your breath. Come on, there's something about that. Started laughing. I'm like, I agree to that. Because, no, that's too much, So that's all that's on my...
That's like my boundary, really.
Yeah.
It's not just the breath. I even tell my wife or whatever, because my wife is not into a lot of makeup and stuff like that as much. comb your hair,
Yeah.
brush your teeth, and make sure you clean.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a little bit more different about cleanliness, as way more than I am about clothes.
Dress, about the dress wear. Exactly. Let's keep this thing going now. I want to know, and I might be overstepping myself here, but I want to know what Country Bob would say about something like this. Is Country Bob around?
Hello, hey.
Yes, sir.
You better tell me you called my number.
Yes, I sure did. How you doing today?
Well, you know what? Let me tell you something. I heard everybody talk about the breath and everything, but last time I kissed the face, let me tell you something.
Hold on
I
now.
put
Hold
the
on.
lipstick on the
On the what? You kissed the what?
my pig. I kissed the pig right in the mouth.
My goodness.
I thought I heard you say that. Go ahead, Country Bob. You real Country Bob. Go
Wait.
ahead.
Yeah, I want my pig, but I'm gonna tell you something. I went down to the store down here and I was talking to the fella out. He come out and say, "Look here, Bob." And his breath was stinking so bad right here, he's ripping my eyebrows off. You saying?
God
So-
almighty.
And he come on. Here's a fella over here. His breath stinks so bad. I'm about to give him all this chewing gum. I say, you better hold a couple pieces for yourself, bud. Because if you give him all that there, you ain't gonna have nothing to put in your mouth. Because you gonna need it. I said, you about to kill somebody.
Death
you-
blow.
And them women, I'm talking about them women half naked around here. Let me tell you something. If I ever catch Annabelle and Mary Lou running around the house naked like that there, I'll whoop the skin off of them. I'll tell you, I'll whoop them blind.
But
You hear
that's
me?
in the house, though, right, Bob? It's okay in the house, huh?
He said.
Well, no, I don't want to walk around the house like that there because you'll see fellas be coming over the house and they be looking at them, but they be talking and they be like,
Oh, okay.
oh, Lord, whose dog that is right there? And I say, look here, bud, I got a brand new shotgun and I ain't scared to you. Not one time I'm not scared to you. I've used you.
Wow.
Hurry.
Yes, sir.
Who them fellas you got on there talking there? You have my nephew on there. He used to be on there with your light. Where's my nephew at?
He's here. He's here. As a matter of fact, he should be in the other room. He's here.
It's funny.
Yeah.
He used to be on the radio. He used to be on the radio talking stuff with you all the time. You and him used to talk and laugh and cut up all the time.
But
why you and him ain't not laugh and cut up and talk all the time
Well, look
anymore?
and look here. We already on assignment. What's gonna happen is, beginning of February, he's gonna be back on board. He's gonna be back on board with us starting in February. We already had the conversation, huh?
Where you been?
Well, you gotta ask him that now. You know, I ain't in the business of telling nobody else's business. You gotta ask him that, Bob. I don't tell nobody else's business.
Well, you on the business of telling all them folks they naked and carrying on and need to put on clothes. You ought to be telling them.
Look here. Do the way a person dress affect the way you look at them, Bob? Let me ask you that question.
You know it do. I'm gonna tell you something. All them other fellas, they lying. They know good and well. That girl walking around here looking like what the girl name is?
Beyonce.
Yeah, her. Anyway, they walk around here looking like that right there, and they halfway nothing. You like, come here for a minute. I have $4 in quarters. Can I get a kiss on the lips? That's what I said. Can I get a kiss on the lips?
Coach Bob. Okay, Coach Bob. We gotta go, Mr. Flipper. Mr. Flipper, what's on your heart, brother? Save me, man. Save me. In quarters. Mr. Flipper, you there?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, look at here, man. Yeah, that's Mr. Flipper.
Yep. What's going on, my guy? Yeah, that's me, man.
That's Mr. Flipper,
Long
man.
time no here, bro.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Hey, Flipper. Hey, Flipper, where you been so long?
Busy.
Wait a minute.
Just tell me you had stuff.
Wait a minute.
It's about to be something now. It's about to be something now. Watch this. Go ahead, Annie. Go ahead,
Wait a
Annie.
minute.
I'm gonna give him 5 minutes. I'm gonna
I
give him.
need answers. The last time he was with us, he was talking about he wasn't dating nobody. Are you still not dating anybody, Flipper?
Oh, no, I don't answer no question. That's my lawyer here.
I get it.
He said he ain't answering no questions unless his lawyer is here.
This is gravel incrimination.
Exactly.
I do the same thing, bro. Do not answer without your lawyer present.
Yeah.
Look here, let me do this. We got another caller. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Tucson. Good morning.
Good morning, Donna. How you doing, sir? That's Mr.
Right,
Mr. Toussaint. Mr. Toussaint. I gotta say the name. Mr. Toussaint. That's French, ain't that French?
You doing the best you can.
Hey, Donna, let me ask you this question, man. The way that, and let me read it the way that we posed it. Do the way one dresses changes the way you look at them?
We've been doing that for years.
Mm-hmm.
We've been doing that for years. When I read it, I thought about this guy that I met at the adult detention center.
Mm-hmm.
And when he got out, I invited him to church.
Mm-hmm.
So when I invited him to church, he dressed at church like I dressed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
When he walked in with me, and they saw him and they knew he was with me, they let us sit down with the deacons.
Mm-hmm.
But he was straight out of jail. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, but you think that if he would have came in his prison clothes, they would have dressed him like that?
No. Mm-hmm.
Same way when we meet people down the street, we look at them and we make a judgment. They got long hair.
Mm-hmm.
They got the pants hanging down. Or they, I knew some guy at, he went to the I think it was the Lincoln place. And he dressed with his work clothes, basically. They weren't even selling nothing.
Mm.
But he had 2 lumps of money in his pocket. So he went down to the dealer down the street and bought 2 of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
But we do that in church all the time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, some of y'all church people terrible, man.
What do you mean, y'all church people?
Yeah.
Because y'all talk about doing it. Like, when you're outside of the church, you don't really, some things you don't get into a lot. But, and especially when you bump into people from various backgrounds and all that type of stuff, that becomes an issue. But now most churches are very liberal in dress. It's a come as you are type of thing. However, we shouldn't use that inappropriately because there's a certain...
Do you think some of their clothes be too tight when they go to church?
Well, it just depends. I mean, why is it tight? You don't know what that person, if that's the only thing that they have or not. But to me, how you present yourself is up to you. If you want people to perceive you a certain way, then that's how you should dress. Unless a lot of people, dressing is not just getting up throwing clothes on.
Yes, sir.
Dressing has usually a purpose to it. Dressing is different than just getting up throwing something on. See, when you're getting dressed, it's usually a purpose involved.
Exactly. Let me do this. We got and my sister been holding on for a minute. Christy, are you there?
Oh, you said yeah, I'm here. What's going on,
What's going on?
Good morning, Glow family.
Man, we got a topic going on this morning, and these folks are going in on this topic this morning. And I need to...
I hear y'all going him.
Yeah.
But I need everybody to stop for a moment and share the broadcast and invite everybody to come to www.dkmradio.com.
I'm gonna make...
What's going on?
Look here, you're going to be my national spokesperson. You're going to be my national spokesperson. I'll tell you something, because like Anna say, don't nobody do no commercial like you do a commercial now. You do a commercial now. You don't put a commercial together. Anna, what you say that? Can she do a commercial, Anna?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I always tell you that. I told you she's good. She's like a natural.
Exactly.
That's a gift.
That's right. That's right. Now, Anna, I'm sorry, Christian. Do the way one dresses change the way you look at them?
I want to say yes. It does matter where you dress. Although it's sad to say that appearances do matter, because they do. It's not supposed to, and we can debate that all day long, whether it's supposed to or whether it's not supposed to. But the fact is, here in America, your appearance have a great great bearing on how people treat you. And I'm going to tell you this story. It's a true story. This pastor was a new pastor of the church. And he dressed up as a homeless person or a person that was not presentable. And when he walked into the church, the ushers told him, you have to sit here in the back. We have a pastor coming. We can't have you up in the front, and we can't have you in the church looking like this. So he sat in the back, and when it was time for him to go up, he walked up to the front, took off all those clothes, and said, I am now your pastor, but I don't know if I want to be a pastor of a congregation that can't accept people for who and what they are. So does appearance matter? Yes. If I go to my job dressed up like a hoochie mama, I promise you they're going to send me home and tell me, Christy, something's wrong with you. So if I'm dressed up like a hoochie mama, if I'm dressed up, that's what I'm going to be treated as. You know, and the Bible says a woman should dress in modest apparel. We may argue that as well and say, well, I can wear what I want to wear, but if you want to be a woman of God, you have to cover up. You can't show all your business and expect a man to treat you with respect. And a lot of times...
Say it one more time.
People...
Exactly.
People in the back, they hear you, baby. People in the back, they hear you. People in the back.
If you want to be, and I put that, if you want to be a woman of God, then you have to dress in modest apparel. Now, if you married and at home, y'all can dress up and play house and do what you want to do. That's in the realms of your marriage. Do what you want to do. Dress how you want to at home to please your husband. But, you know, when you step out in the public, you have to dress because you want that respect. So right here, it does matter how you present yourself, not only the way you dress, but the way you speak, the way you present yourself.
So does that old terminology still hold true? Be a woman in the street, but a freak in the sheets. Does that?
Oh, it resonates for real.
Shut the door, Raheem. Shut the door, the black.
Raheem just went left. Raheem just went left.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to tell you something funny that my mother said.
Yeah.
In a minute.
If your husband wants to, you can be a freak in the sheets, the dresser, the table, wherever he wants you to be a freak.
Wow!
You see, we don't got Raheem excited.
Laugh, help me out, Laugh, help me out.
That's to your son.
That's why this.
That's to your
That's why there's
son.
something wrong with y'all.
Let me tell you something.
Yes, sir.
Put on your red dress. In your high heels.
Johnny.
Sing it, Johnny Gill.
That's why Leonard said something wrong with y'all, church people.
Somebody. But see, my thing is this right here, and if a man and a woman, they're married, and what they do in their bedroom is supposed to be in their bedroom, and so exactly, and man, go ahead.
But it's undefiled though. You know what I'm saying? Raheem, that's in the word. It's what you know what I'm saying. You know, husband, wife, doing your own practice is undefiled. So what you do that pleases your mate. You know what I'm saying? You know, within boundaries, you know what I'm saying? You ain't going to be on here acting all crazy.
Yeah.
But the thing of it is, you want somebody, you know, if they like it. Let me tell you something. My mama used to always tell me,
take your medicine,
a man ain't going to go out here and cheat.
Take your medicine.
Fed, full, and satisfied.
Yeah.
Just put it like that.
You know what I mean? I disagree.
Oh, Mr. Flipper say he disagree. Why you disagree, Mr. Flipper? And Christy, Leonard say take your medication. Take your medication. Why you disagree?
Man, it don't matter what you do for somebody. They'll find a way to leave. So it don't even matter.
Okay, but let me tell you something. If you happy in the situation, why would you want to go out here and do something?
Exactly.
Else? Right. The number one thing, communication. Without communication, ain't nothing, bro.
Okay, but I'm saying though, if you communicate with a person and you tell them what you desire and what you like, and they're taking care of all that, and they're making sure you are fully satisfied at home, what you got to go outside looking for?
You got what I need.
They do that.
You got what I need.
It's called convenience.
Only you.
Speaking about
only you.
What Christy was talking about, my mother made a comment one day. And, you know, this was when Mary, I think, first was on TV. And my mother said, well, the music is great. But if you're going to sing the gospel, you got to wear a bra.
Oh, Lord.
And she said it because
oh Lord,
she was. My mother was.
Jamie, coming to you next.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna sing the gospel, you gotta wear a bra. Because how you present, now you singing the gospel.
Yeah.
But everything else running every which way.
Falling all over the place, yeah. I know.
You know, these are the types of things that
that's old school.
It's funny to me because having been a junior merchandiser and written dress codes in corporate America and things like that is so funny. The biggest issue is women. It's always women. Men will wear what you tell them to wear.
Yeah.
No problem. It's just work. We ain't looking for nothing. We're just going to work. Women are the ones that struggle with me the most about the dress code. I have had women come to me and tell me that another woman's jeans were too tight. That's why does that matter to you so much? Now, and it was so, and we have to be careful when we having fun with it, but a lot of people use it to harm other people, and I'm coming from that perspective of like at the job and things like that, where there is a dress code in place. And so, and I have to go back to the women. They're so vindictive and
oh my God,
and hateful towards others. I don't know if it's hate or not. A woman can chime in. Could be jealousy. But there was this one woman, in particular. So if you have a jean day, the way this woman's body is built, anything she puts on is going to be tight. Going to accentuate her curves.
Yeah.
Because that's her body. But
she ain't had nothing to do with that.
Right. But it's that undertone, that feeling that I have the issue, the judgment in it is where we have to check ourselves. It's like, women can't dress a certain way and then expect men not to be attracted to them or not to comment. Because, like, say, for instance, how
much restraint? And we're ready to go to Jamie, but how much restraint should we as men have, and to the point where we don't have to always comment? Girl, you know that. We ain't got to do all that. We ain't got to do all that.
Different, but if you should be able to tell a woman she looks nice without it being sexual harassment. There's a huge difference. Between boy, you look nice. And sexual harassment.
Girl, my God!
I've been married. I've been married for a while.
That's wrong.
I've been married for a while, and it is so much better, as Laugh was saying. My mind is not trying to sleep with you.
Yeah, exactly.
I love clothes. I love fashion.
Yeah,
I always have. And when I see models and things like that, it's great. However, there are certain things that when you notice it, you can tell that there's something else. A model, you just hang clothes on her.
Yeah.
So that's her job. You just hang the clothes on her. However they look, that's how they look, or whatever. You're trying to get the best. Matter of fact, the person that designed the clothing usually picks the model that presents it.
Yeah, exactly.
But we have to work on the judgment issues. And are you doing something that disenfranchises somebody because of that?
Because of the way, exactly. Jamie, what's on your heart, brother? Talk to me.
You know, right? I'm listening to all the conversation that explains why there's so much of this up in the church. You know, on one hand, we can look at it, call it what it is, and the other, we want to allow so much freedom and all that. But when people dress somewhere, as I said earlier, I'm a firm believer that when people dress a certain way, they're communicating a certain thing. And it's like an attitude. I'll even say a spirit. Because we all have spirits.
Right.
When some people get dressed and they feeling this, they're going to demonstrate that. And when one person sees that, next Sunday they might demonstrate, they might even be farther, bolder, take it even farther. So what you get is a gradual compromise of what someone said their mother saw of what was and used to be, to the point where people are all out there. And today, you know, they want to kick out the people that don't look like them, because if they had followed the standard, they wouldn't be where they are. But I'm saying all this to say that when it comes down to what you put on, you need to know your mindset is, I put this on for this reason, but the person looking on has a mindset that the way you dress. And regardless of what you thinking while you wore or what they thinking while you're wearing, those type of perceptions linger, and they do have an impact.
Mm-hmm. Good deal. Good deal. Let's keep this thing going. Let's go to Anna. What's on your heart right now?
So I'm listening to all of this, and I've been thinking about, different situations that I've been through. And, you guys are absolutely right. Sometimes your body shape has nothing to do with how, something fits you. That's not your fault. You're curvy or whatever. And I think women, and I always say this, women are very vindictive, not all, but majority are very vindictive, and they don't show love towards one another. And one thing I always try to make sure I tell all women around me is I notice something positive about them, and I try to uplift them by saying, you're beautiful, you do this, and I love this, and things like that, because we can't treat each other in that way, It's happened to me at jobs where, I'll tell you guys, I worked in the dental field. I was a dental manager for many years. And a lot of times I didn't feel that scrubs was appropriate for the office. So, I would tell them, dress accordingly, your skirt or, some dress pants or whatever. And you always have somebody trying to sneak in the extra. For what? Are you trying to pick up on the doctor? We call them doctors, but the dentist? I mean, come on. There's a time and a place for everything. Even, you can wear, look, if I go to Florida, I'm going to wear my shorts. I'm not going to wear my shorts, showing everything, but I am going to wear my shorts because it's really hot. I'm sorry. I'm hot. It's got nothing to do with picking up any attention or anything. But there's a time and a place for everything. But, there are some women like that. Not all. Majority of us try to show self-respect. And I think it's just a cutthroat world, and women do stuff like that. If women see a woman that's prettier or whatever, I've seen it in offices. But believe it or not, fellas, I've seen guys that do that too. Because I did run an office, and I've seen guys do that too. It's just like all kinds of hating, and I'm like, I've told guys, I mean, you're acting worse than a woman. I don't need to hear all this,
They might want to be women. They might want to be women. They might want to be women now. They might want to be women.
Trust me, they're gay.
They might. You got them fellas like that there. Them, they might be walking around trying to twist more than a woman twist.
I ain't never looked at another man and hated on him because he was looking good. Never.
No.
I don't know, and I might wear my two-piece in Florida now.
Well, I do too. Look, I don't care. I don't care what anybody says about me. She's fat. She this. She that. I'm hot. Okay. I ain't worried about none of y'all. I'm hot.
I'm a BBW, and I sure wear my two-piece.
Lord,
I know that's right. I know that's right. And it's got nothing to do with trying to be show stuff or whatever, but like I said, I'm not going to go out in the middle of winter. And one thing I agree with Annie is, I mean, come on now, dress accordingly to where you're at too. The grocery store, there's no need to come out in pajamas, a bonnet, whatever. There's no need for that. Come on, just have some self-respect and just at least look like you got out of bed. They do that a lot in Florida too. That's like a Florida thing. You go to a 7-Eleven and they're all dressed in their pajamas and some slides. They don't care over there, but that's Florida,
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you something funny when you finish.
Okay, let me pour Donald into this conversation. Donald, what's on your heart, brother? Talk to me. Toussaint. Wake up and go to sleep. Donald, wake up and go to hit that mute button, brother. Hit that mute button. That mute button is causing you some problems.
I did. I had somebody that I had to put out.
Oh. They wouldn't dress appropriately. They would not dress
No,
appropriately.
they what? Their mouth. They can't keep their mouth shut.
Oh, okay. What's on your heart right now? Talk to me.
How people have a long. Hey, okay. Now let me just say, and I love the voice. Awesome, beautiful, amazing woman. But I'm trying to figure out how can I concentrate on her singing Amazing Grace in her outfit. I don't want to put in.
That's what my
I
mother.
can't. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So now, and I say it's Fantasia. I think that's her name.
Yeah, Fantasia.
Yes.
And she's not the only one. She's not the only one. We got sisters that's, and I'm sorry, I don't mean any harm. But we got sisters in the pulpit. I'm having a problem listening to "For God So Loved the World," and I see some chests and some thighs.
You ain't talking about chicken, are you? You ain't talking about chicken, are you? Talking about breast and thighs. You ain't talking about chicken, are you? I hope you talking about chicken, breast and thighs and legs. I hope you talking about the chicken.
That's why my brother says something. Oh, y'all church people.
Exactly.
I mean, hey, it's kind of difficult. I mean, I know you got a powerful word. That's pretty good. But I ain't heard a word you said.
Exactly.
You said I got issues.
Yep. You got things you're battling with yourself, and so you're battling with some things you're battling with.
Now you got me battling again. Let's just be honest.
Exactly. Yes, ma'am.
I want to say this. I don't believe that's all the way true because I went forth and I was going forth, and this is a true story. I had on a white dress because I had to wear white. That white dress was all the way to the ground, to the floor. It was a long dress flowing, and the top of it wasn't tight. And then I had a shawl over the top just to make sure, because when I go forth, I want to make sure that you listen to the message. I promise you, and I'm a BBW, so that means that I'm kind of full-chested. So when I got through speaking, this young man come up to me and tells me that he couldn't keep his eyes off my breast.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, in the
and
church?
I'm looking at my sir, your mind was in the wrong place. Your mind was in the wrong place. Your mind wasn't, you didn't come to hear the word.
Yeah.
You came to demoralize women and had your mind in a different state, because if I'm dressed to that magnitude and you still just have your eyes fixated on how I look and how beautiful I am and you want to hook up, then your mind was in the wrong place.
Exactly.
And I called him out on it too that day. So we have to be careful, because when you are BBW, because even at work when I wear certain shirts, your breast is showing.
BBW, help me with that. What does that mean? Is it black?
Big beautiful woman.
Big beautiful woman. So big beautiful black woman. That's 3 B's.
Yes, BBW.
Okay.
Triple B.
And the white women just get the BBW part, right?
They WBBW. Yeah. They got
okay, I just wanted to understand. Is
well, how do I get it, Latina?
Big beautiful woman?
You get a LW.
Big beautiful woman is what it really means for everybody, right? Big beautiful woman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big beautiful woman.
Okay.
BB is big beautiful woman.
Okay.
So it's big B. It's the 2 B's is big beautiful woman. So I don't put no color on it.
Okay.
Because we have a lot of big. That's why I tell everybody I'm PHAT. I'm that kind of fat. I'm pretty hot and tempting.
Right.
Okay. We taking. Hold on. We taking a turn, y'all. We taking a turn.
Wondering why people coming up to it.
Yeah. We hold on. We taking a turn. We taking a turn. Laugh a lot. Fix it. Laugh. Fix it if you will. Laugh a lot. Fix it.
Listen, but I'm gonna say this here. I keep hearing these people talking about church people. Let me tell you something. Church people are human beings.
Come on, Laugh. Tell them.
And everybody is human. Just because they go to church doesn't make them no different than anybody else. They still have emotions. They still have feelings. They still go through certain things.
And they still got their eyes. They still got their eyes.
And they still got eyes. They still gonna look. They still gonna dress. They still gonna do. That doesn't mean they have to set there. When they say you set apart for the master's use, let me tell you something. Somebody said something about this, and I'm gonna tell you something. The anointing God places on a person, I don't care. You could be the worst person in the world, but if God places anointing on you to do a certain task, you can put that anointing on you, and you will accomplish just what He sent you out to do. So this stuff about church folk and stuff always throwing out there, I don't like that. So I'm gonna tell you that I go to church, but I don't want to be labeled. I'm Jerry.
Right.
I'm Big Daddy Laugh a lot. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. Church folk, and then somebody sitting here pointing out, keep saying church folk. people, that makes you just a bad as a racist. Because you were sitting there putting somebody in another category and making them seem like they're such a bad person because of because I'm going to tell you something. It's some women out here that is very curvy, just like you said.
Yeah.
I don't care what she put on. She going to look good. She can wear some baggy britches, but if her body complements the clothes that she wears, you can't stop that.
You can't make an ugly face. No hard she tried.
You know what I'm saying?
Lev, did you say? Lev, did you say britches?
If she comes and say baggy clothes, she go out here and wear some baggy clothes, and you know what I'm saying? She go out here and wear baggy clothes. That doesn't stop the fact that her body is shaped a certain way.
Yeah.
That's just like I'm a big dude. I'm a big dude, and I try to dress accordingly. I don't go out here getting no clothes too tight because I know I can't breathe.
Oh my!
I'm sitting here all day.
I'm sitting here needing outfit because the shirt too tight. I'm going here and getting a 3/8 and know I'm supposed to have a 5/8. And I'm sitting there talking about, hello, how y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? See, that's stupidity at the highest level. But we as black people, we want to always try to diagnose people and put them off to a certain category. But we don't understand. We put ourselves in a category when we put somebody else in a category. Because if you sitting there pointing fingers and you being judgmental because you said all this, all that, because I'm going to stand up and say what I got to say. The truth is welcome all the way around the world. People are people. And no matter what we say, no matter what we do, we can't change nobody's thought. We can't change nobody's opinion. Just like people have OCD. They don't want you to come in their house to put down, hey man, let me get you a coat. Let me get you a coat. Don't put that on the table. Don't sit that on the table. Everything got to be a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Then we categorize some people. Then we got people that don't care about how their house looks. Clothes all over the couch. Stuff all in the bedroom. Stuff all over the counter. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. Then we call them slobs. Everybody's categorized different. I don't care if you do things to the letter. Somebody going to always have something to say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So my thing of it is let people live the way they want to live because we can't change them by what we say. And what we, what you bring to the table. And I'm going to tell you something. It's some beautiful, I'm going to tell you something. I don't care how pretty you is, but if your attitude is nasty, it makes you ugly.
That's right.
You right.
From the inside out. From the inside out. Absolutely. We got.
I'm telling you something. That's where it started. Because I don't care if you. Okay, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question right quick. I know you got another call, but let me ask you this question right here. If you see a beautiful woman and you know she's beautiful, and you speak to her straight, I don't deal with people of your type. You gonna say, what's my type? I don't deal with men like you. I mean, my men have to be a certain way. They have to be there. And she's really treating you ugly, really treating you nasty. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. From that point forward, you don't look at her the same no more.
No.
She don't look beautiful no more. She look like a stuck-up snob.
Might have a couple. Might have a couple of
deal with that type of woman. You know what I'm saying?
You might in your mind. I ain't gonna say you're gonna say it, but might in your mind have a few choice words for it. You might not say it, but you might have a few choice words in your mind.
Some of them won't have it in their mind. Some of them have it at their mouth. Somebody will tell them where they can go and what they can get off it. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Everybody is somebody, but the thing of it is though, we go out here so much day in and day out. We sitting here right now. This man's ready to trying to start a war so he won't get impeached. You know what I'm saying? And we sitting there talking about who wet on some clothes. We better be talking about if we gonna have a house to live in a little bit, because them Rangers ain't playing, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Cause they don't care nothing about it. No, they don't care how you dress when they kill you.
Yeah. Might take your clothes off after they kill you. If you got on something nice, they might take your clothes. I can wear that. That's my size. we got another caller. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Morning, y'all. Toya with the T on the line. Hey.
Toya, good morning. How you doing this morning?
Toya with the TEA. That's right. Y'all already know. Coming to spill the tea on all this.
Now, I need to ask a question. Do the way one dresses changes the way you look at them? Or the way you treat them?
It don't matter. Not me. It don't matter. You know what? This is my thing, like you said earlier. Do you really think the Lord is sitting up there worrying about what you wear? But we gon' worry about
Yeah.
what somebody else wearing.
Exactly.
If God ain't worried about, it's too much things going on in this world to be bothering somebody about what they're wearing. I feel like that's a type of possession. Really? I'm gonna walk this earth and talk about somebody's clothes, treat them differently about their clothes? You got Donald Trump as the president. You got racists taking over the world. You got people wanting to bomb and kill, steal kids, put them in ovens and bake them. And you think that I'm going to worry about somebody's clothes? No, ma'am, Pam. We was born naked. It doesn't make a difference. We make a big deal out of a lot of nothing sometimes. And I'm just not with that. I'm going to love you for who you are. The worse that you dress, the more I'm going to pray for you. Because you need me. Humans don't want to walk around like that. Humans don't want to walk around in a certain kind of way. And what I've noticed from my deliverance, because I used to wear little skinny clothes too, and I didn't think it was no problem either. But when the Lord started working on me and said I was His,
did you call them?
Everybody
Did
can't
you
see
call
what
them
I got.
skinny clothes? Did you call them
So
skinny?
He made me
You call
start
them
wanting
skinny
to put some
clothes?
clothes on.
Hey Toya, did you call them skinny clothes? You used to wear skinny clothes. Is that what she said? Skinny clothes.
Skinny clothes. That's what she said. You know what I mean.
I know what you
know
mean.
What I mean.
Leonard, what's on your heart?
Too
brother?
short, too.
Yeah.
I'm just listening. I was listening to Toya.
Too everything.
A lot of people bring up a lot of different points, and we have to also think. Remember, it's the judgment. It's the judgment that is the issue. You know, now we have all these different things based on, now the younger people want you to accept them for who they are, as opposed to how they're dressed. Well, if your behavior go with your clothes, then that's what you're presenting. If you want to change the perception of yourself, change the way you dress.
Come on.
Because I see you first. I get to know you later. So a lot of times people have to remember, we it's like so colloquial, I guess, to talk about it in church and in judgment. But being appropriate or inappropriate also has its place in society. And that's why we have decency codes and things like that. The issue I have with the whole sagging issue, you didn't criminalize sagging until black folks made it a fashion. Now, I have no problem with no shoes, no shirt, no service.
Yeah.
No shoes, no shirt, no sagging, no service. I don't have no problem with that. But when you go after someone because of how they dress,
a certain group,
that's profiling. Okay? You already got a judgment in your mind of this person.
Okay.
That's the problem with looking at people that way. Now, when something like the whole the church thing about come as you are, this, that, and the other. But when you do come in there and you so different, you smell, your clothes are dirty or whatever, some sister or brother need to meet with you and get you clean clothes, make sure you have a place to keep clean and everything like that. So when you do come, you feel better about yourself. And also you're sitting around people just like you, dressed just like you. Everybody ain't got the same thing on. But there's our issues in some places that are not issues in other places.
I want to read something. Francine, she said this here, Francine Richardson, she said, how you dress is how you will be, let me make sure I can see this right. How you dress is how you will be addressed.
Yes.
How you dress is how you will be addressed. Let me go to, let me see who we got here. Mr. Flipper, do you agree with that? Jamie, coming to you next.
Yeah, I agree with that. 100%.
How you dress is the way you will be addressed. So you're saying if you dress, even though you might not have 2 nickels in your pocket to rub together, but you dress like you dress to the T, and you walk into a room, they're gonna address you, hello Mr. Flipper, how you doing today, sir? Or
according to the situation. Okay, it's situational. According to if you're at your job or if you just at church or something like that. It's situational.
Okay. Jamie, what do you say to that? The way you dress is the way you will be addressed. Do you agree with that, Jamie? Jamie, are you still with us? We might have lost Jamie. Let's see if we lose.
And it's not whether you agree or not.
Yeah.
Do you believe that?
I'm here.
Yeah. What's on your heart, Jamie? What do you say to that?
I say, Raheem, it's probably worthy of being addressed the way you are dressed, but there are some people that are professional enough that's going to treat you the way you should be treated. But on their ride home with their spouse or their peers, you're going to be the topic of that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So whether they treat that way or not, the way you dress, it will be addressed.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good deal. We have another caller. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Morning, Raheem. This Kurt, man. Almost City, Maryland, man.
Good deal.
City, Maryland. Charles City. How about them Ravens? What's going on?
Man, we ain't fooling with that mess this morning, man. We ain't gonna let you do that. You gonna pull us into something,
Go
man.
Ravens.
Yeah, go Ravens. Exactly.
How about them Saints?
Them Aints? Yeah.
I still love them. I still love them. I'm a Drew Brees fan, Chrissy. I ain't even gonna mess with you.
Okay, Kurt, let me ask you this question: Do you believe do the way a person dress change the way you view them, or you look at them, or you even treat them, the way they dress?
No, man. I learned that years ago from my grandmama, man.
Mm-hmm.
No. I never did, man. You know what I mean? Well, one is because, I was one of those kids who mama and daddy was, they had their own life going on. So, I was still wearing the fish heads and you know what I mean? And looking a little scruffy. So that's number one. Number two, I remember one time my grandmama said to me, man, she said, baby, I got a situation. I'm gonna teach you a lesson. I was like, well, what's going on? She said, so you're going downtown, you get off the bus, and when you get off the bus, there's two men standing on a pedestal. One is sharply dressed, he holding a Bible. The other one is a bag man. Now, for people that don't know what a bag man is, in Baltimore, a bag man or bag lady is a homeless person who live downtown. They push the shopping cart. They got all kinds of bags in the cart or whatever. So she said, on the other pedestal is the bag man, and he's standing there. He got a fifth of Wild Irish Rose in his hand, and he preaching the gospel. She said, well, which one you listen to? So I told her, of course, Mom, I'm going to listen to the man in the sharp suit, holding the Bible, cup rings on his hand, whatever. And she said to me, baby, why would you do that? I said, well, because he the cleanest. He looked the sharpest. She said, no, baby. She said, what you do is you stand in the middle and you wait for God to tell you which one telling the truth.
There you go.
Come on.
There you go.
That's good.
When she told me that, bro, I was young, man. I think I was like maybe 13. I was at that age to where, in Baltimore, you at that age to where you might have to start catching a bus by yourself to go to school or whatever. But when she told me that, it kind of changed my perspective on life and people and how, at the end of the day, we all human, man. Like, at the end of the day, everybody is a human being, and everybody deserves to be treated as such, a human being. You know what I mean? So, you ain't got to be all dressed up and shiny bright for me to talk to you or listen or even to engage, man.
Good deal. Let me go. I'm coming to you now. Toya, what's on your heart? Toya, you there? Toya, I'm gonna say it to her. Wake up and go to sleep. Go ahead, Leonard.
It was something completely different.
Okay, go ahead.
Did you hear about the decision that Harry?
Y'all mute your line, everybody.
That Prince Harry and Meghan made.
Yeah, when they step back.
That is.
Everybody mute your line, everybody. We got some background noise coming on.
It was a joke. I had written a little joke.
Oh, Lord. Laugh. I want you to listen to this joke, man. See, is it funny for me?
Laugh. It don't made him give up his title. This boy don't want to be the future king no more. He don't got with the black woman.
That's hey.
Boy.
You know what that bomb is, though? You know what that bomb is right here?
Talk to me.
You remember Harlem Night?
Yeah, oh, Lord.
It's Joey. Let me speak to your mother. Let me speak to your mother. Hey, honey.
Look at him.
I ain't coming home no more.
Look at
I just thought that was so wild.
y'all take care of yourself. Y'all take care of yourself now. You hear me?
I heard
y'all
that
take care of yourself.
yesterday when it comes, like I said, the titles and all that stuff you put on and all that. Now here's a man, heir to the throne.
Yeah, had everything.
Don't care nothing about it.
No. One thing
we
they care
not
about.
gonna even be doing this no more like this. We gonna do it a different way.
Yeah,
that's how I see fashion and stuff like that. People gonna pick on something. Like now they just love to pick on young people.
Yeah.
Like with the sagging. Now it's the suits. Now they had the people picking on them because of the skinny clothes. Forget the Temptations wore the same suits.
Yeah, sure did.
All their career just about.
I ain't got time.
So when we go after our young people,
what makes the flowers grow?
See, you trying to sing.
And I ain't got time. Go ahead, man.
And we go after people because of how they dress and attack them, and that's the bad part about it. Is when you start attacking people because of what they got on in any form.
When it comes to thinking about, keep on, man.
But that's horrible background noise.
That's terrible background noise.
Nobody going to get that CD, bro.
Come on now. And again, I got a contract. I got a singing contract.
Yes, sure you do.
I got a singing contract.
What is it? B Broke Records?
No. I got a 6-year deal. I got a 6-year deal, man. You hear about it?
No, I did not.
Yeah. Now the deaf folk home, man. They gave me a contract. They, every time I go, they love me, man. They love me, man.
I'm not gonna say.
And like Andy Griffin say that's a powerful mic. You got to sing low.
Powerful. But how do we change it? I mean, I know how I change it. Like I'm like Kurt. I was not raised to judge people based on their clothes.
With the love and kindness,
right? And what they wear.
Yeah, with the love and kindness. As long as if we come in contact with somebody, man, then we just treat them with love and kindness. With love and kindness, if we treat them that way, and see, far too often we look across the room and we look at somebody, man, and we don't like that person. That person never said anything to us, hadn't done anything to us, ain't done nothing to anybody in our family. We don't know the person. But, a person could look across the room. Somebody could walk in the room and somebody could look at them and automatically say, I just don't like that person.
Messy people.
Well, where is the love and kindness in that?
Well, that's because
where is the
not.
love and kindness?
And that's the behavior. I look for behavior. Don't tell me about your character.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's the thing right there. And King said it, and he said it basically. Look here, I want to be judged by my content and my character. Don't worry about what I look like. It has nothing to do with what I look like. Judge me by the content of my character. And if we get to the point where we can do that with each other, and we'll find that this world could be a much better place.
Oh yeah,
it'll be a much better place. Toya with the T. What's on your heart?
Wow, as you said that, I said, you know what? A lot of us lack character today.
Yeah.
So that might be an issue.
And
you know what I'm saying? And it might be the one that's dressing up that lack the character because you're trying to fulfill something. I'm over it, y'all.
Because it's like you say, it's certain things like that.
I love everybody. It ain't nothing you can do to stop me from loving a human being because there's enough human beings out here hating you. I don't care what you got on. I don't care what your teeth look like. It can be black. You ain't got to have none. You can have no hair. You can have 3 strands. I'm over it. I'm out to love everybody no matter what.
But see, you know the beauty of
get back to teaching people character.
You know the beauty of that. So you know the beauty of that. If you got 3 strands, you can still plait it and braid it. You can still plait it and braid it with it. Just
that right?
You only got 3. You can still plait it and braid it. It'll be a little thin plait. It'll be a little thin braid. It'll be there. 3 strands. There you go. Exactly.
And a barrette.
There you go. Anna, what's on your heart? So talk to me.
So as you guys were talking about the church, I thought of a situation that happened maybe 6 years back. I was fully dressed. I dress accordingly to wherever I'm going. But I was fully dressed, nice, regular dress, long dress. It was summertime. I had something covering me over. Like a scarf or whatever, and the worship pastor we left. Long story short, we left the church, but the worship pastor came up to me in front of my husband and children, and just kind of pointed his finger, and he goes, "My God, I couldn't take my eyes off of you. You're just sizzling hot." And I just looked at my husband.
What kind of church?
He is. Yes, I know how he is. And my husband looked at me, he looked at him, he said, Lord, you better be happy I'm safe. I said, my God, what just happened here? Because I didn't even do anything to provoke him.
Outside.
Nothing. And I just think that there's demons all over the church.
Yes.
And they bounce off from person to person. And you just got to know how to react in these situations, because I really just walked away. Long story short, I left the church. I've been going there for about 7 years because of that, because it was very embarrassing, degrading to me as a woman, and then just put my husband in a situation where I know he would not have been able to tolerate that, and it wasn't going to leave his mind, those words that were said, you know, and like I said, it's just things that happen. I understand where Christy's coming from, because some people just don't care. And I mean, I understand that there's women sometimes that dress a certain way, but I think they're carrying demons as well, because why are you dressing that way to the house of the Lord? You should have respect for yourself, and to not have men, you want men to look at you. You know what I'm saying? Dressing that way and doing whatever. So it's just, I think there's just always situations. You just gotta be according, dress according, and like I said, for me, it's men as well as women, because I've experienced it and I've seen men doing it. I mean, I don't know where that came from. I didn't give that man no reason, and Raheem,
right?
You know, not everybody's the opportunity to meet me, but Raheem, you have, and I'm very respectful. I don't cross certain lines. You know,
exactly.
He just nasty.
Yeah, he's just nasty.
Nasty in a preacher's role.
Yeah.
Preaching the pulpit.
So,
Pimps in the pulpit. Yeah, that's what it is. Pimps in the pulpit. Mr. Flipper, what's on your heart, brother? Talk to me. Mr. Flipper? Mr. Flipper, wake up and go to sleep. Wake up and go to sleep. Kirk, talk to me, brother. What's on your heart? Mr. Flipper done fell over. That comment knocked him out.
You know what? I was listening to the sister, and I can't help but think, like, you know, what's crazy about the whole situation and or scenario is you'll hear folks justify their judgmental character by saying, "Oh no, that's my spirit of discernment."
Really? I've never heard that one.
You'll hear folks justify that. For example, somebody, I think it was Leonard, that was saying something about, you know, seeing people and judging them off of what they see. He was talking about judging. He was talking about looking at actions. He viewed people off of the actions that they had. But you have people in the church that will do that same review off of what they see, off of what they physically see, and they'll justify it by saying, "Oh no, that's my spirit of discernment. My spirit is telling me something ain't right with them." And I came right up close and personal years ago when I was in the pulpit, and we was getting ready for a Christmas play, and of course, you know, I was directing, and you know, this, that, and the third. And this young lady, man, I could see her through the stained glasses on the door. I could see her image through the stained glasses on the door because I'm standing up front of the church. And I could see her walking back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. So I told one of my guys, I said, "Hey, man," I said, "Go outside, man. I keep seeing an image walk across the door. I want to know if I'm tripping, man. You know, I don't want to have no flashback here, nothing like that." I said, "Could you go outside and see if my eyes playing with me?" So he goes out there, and he see this girl. He bring her in. Once he bring her in, the girl can barely speak English. She was a Negroian Puerto Rican. So she was Puerto Rican, but she was Negroian. She was a dark-skinned Puerto Rican.
Okay.
She was a black Puerto Rican.
Negro.
And so I call another friend of mine's on the phone, and I said, look, I need you to translate what this girl's saying because we can't really understand. I could understand certain words, but I couldn't understand it well enough to know what was going on. Well, what had been going on was she had been in Atlanta with some girlfriends, whatever. They came up to Columbia to do some devilish work, and the girlfriends got mad at her because she wouldn't do it, and they just left her. So she was out walking, and she walked past the church.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when she came in, she was all wet, this, that, and the third, and the ladies of the church was like, they're like, oh, no, sure, we're going to stop this rehearsal right here. What y'all going to do, and if y'all ain't going to do it, don't worry about it. I got an apron in the back. But we going to get her some food. Yeah. Somebody going to go get her some dry pants. Somebody going to get her a dry shirt. You don't know who this girl is. She just told you her honest happenings of what's going on with her. She didn't lie. She didn't front. And then above all other things, even if she is a sinner, at least she had enough sense to know that if I can't get no help, no way.
Go to the church.
I should be able to go to this church.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
I heard it.
Mm-hmm.
My spirit of discernment say something ain't right with that girl. And then guess what made folk move, right?
What's that?
I said, see, y'all don't know. That girl might leave here, get back to Atlanta, and play the lotto and hit the lotto for $200 million.
Mm-hmm.
And send this church a healthy offering or donation.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what angels God will set in front of you, nor do you know what demons. And the only way you're going to find out, I hate to say it, but sometimes you're going to have to put yourself in it.
Mm-hmm.
So that you can find out what the Spirit of God really has for you. But I just thought about that when I heard Anna speak, man. That minister was definitely he was touched.
Absolutely.
And I would have touched him after service.
Yeah, exactly. Laugh, what's on your heart, brother? Talk to me. Laugh, wake up and go to sleep.
I ain't nobody sleep, man. I'm telling you, go to wake up, go to sleep. Ain't nobody sleep.
All right, what's
on?
Wide awake. Wide awake. There you go. What's on your heart?
Wide awake.
Wide awake.
I'm just saying though, man. Sometimes the people got to realize the devil. He know the word. He come to church.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times when people have agenda may be a gift. People have different fetishes. People have different death wishes.
Mm-hmm.
People have different things. You know what I'm saying? Because that was inappropriate. A man come up and tell another man his wife is simply not.
Man, look here. He lucky. He lucky.
He's been wearing 3 shoes, 2 on the feet. We prayed about the other.
Come on.
But
mm-hmm.
But the thing of it is,
and you guys, I'm sorry, but I forgot to mention that his wife was standing right there too.
Oh.
It was just the most awkward.
He just disrespected her too.
Yep.
No respect.
Yeah,
no
everybody.
Respect. But see, the thing of it is, a lot of time a demon is, let me tell you something, spirits transferring. People don't believe that.
Mm-hmm.
You can have the best day. You feel like you want to go and praise God, give God all the praise, and you can sit beside the wrong person in church, and your spirit will go down.
Mm-hmm.
Because let me tell you something. People don't realize these people have different agendas. I don't care what you do, what you say, how you dress, or whatever. Everybody gonna have their own opinion of you.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
So we can't change people's opinion. We can only carry and worry about what we got going on without just to treat people accordingly. You treat people with love, like you say, love and kindness have I drawn thee.
Mm-hmm.
You got to show love and respect to people. But if they don't show love and respect to you, I don't deal with them. I let them go and do what they got to do.
Yep. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So, but my thing over there, man, listen, people going to be people.
Mm-hmm.
Let them live where they live. Let them be who they going to be. Because I'm going to tell you, at the end of the day, we all going to stand before judge.
Absolutely. I'm looking at the clock. I want to touch everybody else. Then we're going to get on out of here. Let me go to Leonard. Leonard, what's on your heart, brother? Talk to me.
I agree with Laugh said,
mm-hmm.
especially about the judgment. If we're going to be in church, we need to realize why we're there. And we need to do whatever we can to change the atmosphere where we're at if we got folks around us like this.
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing about it, I will always let folks know, Not only am I going to change, but the people around me are going to have to change, or we're not going to be around one another.
Exactly. Toya with the T, talk to me.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
Y'all say hey. Y'all say about say hey.
How you doing, everybody? How everybody doing? Everybody doing all right?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, man. Woo, baby.
Y'all gonna leave me hanging like that? Okay, that's how we do right there. Yeah, well, I'm gonna bounce back. Well, yeah, I'm agreeing with everybody. Good talk, good conversation today, y'all.
Good deal. Let's keep this thing going there. Mr. Flipper, are you back with us? Mr. Flipper, you back? Mr. Flipper laid on the floor. Somebody called 911. Don't call 911. Call 911. Got to put the 9 and the 11 right there together. Hey, Laugh, you better go check on your brother, man. He done fell over. He done rolled over.
Put it together.
Somebody sleeping on the line. You see what I'm saying?
Good deal. Kurt, what's on your heart?
911.
911. Got to call 911. Put the 9 and the 11. That's 911. That ain't 911. It's 911. Every time I see a 1 and 1 together, I call it 11. What y'all call it? I call it 11. Kurt, what's on your heart, brother?
1-1.
1-1. That's 11.
Man, thank you. You reminded me of my mom. Nothing really, man. You know, what part of the conversation I caught, man. It's always a pleasure, man, to talk to you brothers and your sisters. Y'all kind of wake me up. It's been a hard week this week, but opening night is tonight. So for anybody that's in the D.C., Maryland, Virginia area, Herndon, Virginia, at the Next Stop Theater, 8 p.m. tonight, running January 2nd through January 9th through to February 2nd. It's a play called The Mountaintop, where I'm playing Dr. King. You know, and cool. Come out and
give us something.
Give us something.
Give us something. Give us something. Give us something. Give us something.
Oh man.
Give us something.
Come on, give us a little something, Kirk.
Give us something.
Come to Baltimore and never made it.
I'm still trying to put that together, Laugh. I'm still trying, brother. Okay.
You know what money it is. You know what money it is, Laugh. You know what money it is.
We all. What's the one thing we got in common? We all scared. Yeah, we all scared, Cammy. We scared of ourselves, scared of each other. They just scared, Cammy. They scared of losing something they've known their whole lives. That's all I'm gonna get y'all.
Good deal. Good deal.
It's gonna be nice.
Donald, what's on your heart, brother?
I see. So I'm just listening more carefully. I think that we just need to open our eyes and check it out because some of us are judgmental. Shouldn't be, but there's another thing about being appropriate. If I show up to a formal event in blue jeans, something wrong with it. Somebody gonna say something.
Exactly.
So we just have to.
Gotta keep it right. Jamie.
Yes, right. I just like to say two things. Someone said a garment doesn't matter. There's a parable in the Bible that deals with a garment and a feast and someone coming in the wrong garment. It's a spiritual meaning to it, but the Bible does address garments. They are important. The other thing I have to say is there's a thing called a two-edged sword. It says, judge ye not, that ye not be judged. If you judge yourself before you go out of the house, you won't have to worry about others judging yourself when you're out in the world. Peace and blessings.
Good deal. Now, who's the 404 number? Who's the 404 number?
That's me, Anna.
Anna, okay. I said, hold on. Hold on. I know I got my list lined up here, and it's 404 number. Anna, what's on your heart? Talk to me.
No, I pretty much said everything I had to say. It's just, again, I just say dress accordingly. If you're hot, dress accordingly to that. Wear your tank top, wear your shorts, wear wherever, if it's winter, just dress accordingly.
Yes.
Now, I think that you're just always going to get people that they don't care. They're going to comment. They're going to say. They're going to hate. They're going to whatever. And there's nothing you can do about that.
Exactly.
It is what it is.
Exactly. Laugh, I'm going to come to you to pray us out. So, Toya, what's going on at 3 o'clock today?
Well, if y'all don't know now, you know, today at 3 o'clock, if you want to check out this show in its full entirety, you can check us out at www.dkmradio.com.
That's her radio voice, y'all. That's her radio voice. She always say that part right there in her radio voice. I just want to let y'all know what just happened, just in case anybody missed it. Lad, pray us out, brother.
So I just want to say this before we go to prayer. Don't forget about January 18th. Stone Mountain Highway.
Come on.
The comedy show is coming.
Say it.
The big man himself, Big Daddy Laugh a Lot and crew, coming to do what we do. We come to tip of your funny bone. Tell a friend, phone a friend. Come on out and have clean laughter. You know what I'm saying? Let's make this thing a success. You know what I'm saying? Raheem been trying to put it together. Last time we put it together, a lot of people made a lot of false promises. But you know what I'm saying? Let's come out and show some love.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Support one another. You know, it's good to talk about it, but let's be about it.
Get your tickets
Come
today.
on out.
Get your tickets today. Get your tickets today.
Leonard, you coming, Leonard?
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to be there.
Well, Leonard, look here. See how many people you can bring with you, brother.
All right.
Feel the build up.
Definitely.
Help us out.
I will definitely do that, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I
indeed.
appreciate it, man. Show the little Father God in the name of Jesus, Lord. We ask you to bless this broadcast. Bless everyone that's on this broadcast, Father. You know what's been said and what's been done, God. We thank you for every voice that's been spoken on this, God. We thank you for every opinion, God. But Lord, let us go when we go back to our destination, our final destination, God. Let us be better than what we left, God. Forgive us traveling mercy and grace and peace on today, God. Give us the love of you in our heart on today, God, that we won't sin against you. And we give you all of the glory and all the praise. All the praise belongs to you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. We're about to get out of here for today. I want to thank everybody for joining us, and more than that, thank you for allowing DKM Radio and the Morning Glow to be a part of your morning. We're about to get out of here. It's now 9:17. You're about to exit, but before you go, I want you to do me 2 favors, if you will. 1, I want you to continue to pray for us, because we're certainly praying for each and every one of you. Number 2, why this is real simple. I want you to go out there, find somebody, and give them a hug, because you never know. It could be the only hug that they get, or it could very well be their last. Love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Have a great day and a better tomorrow. Now, we shine some of this light on you from the Morning Glow. Now take it out there into this cruel world that we live in, and let your light so shine on someone else. We're going to end as we begin with a song. Jamie, you still with us?
Yes, sir.
Jamie, I got this song by a lady, Antoinette, and the song, the name of the song is "You Gotta Rise." You know anything about that song?
Hey, I know all about that song. I heard it. It was so inspiring. I decided every time I introduce myself, I'm going to let people know I am on the rock.
Good deal. This is Lady Antoinette. The name of the song is "You Got to Rise." Have a great day, y'all.
There I was, sinking to rise no more, far too far from that peaceful shore. Half in my grave, I could see my tombstone in place. When I heard my master's voice, I could hear him say, "You gotta rise, you gotta